Hey there, it's me, Dawn, your neighborhood-friendly realtor from beautiful Nova Scotia. So you're thinking about buying a lakefront property. That's awesome. I'm so jealous. Owning a piece of waterfront can be a dream come true, but also a sound investment. Before you jump in, there's a few things you really need to consider. Today, I'm breaking down everything you should know before buying a lakefront property here in Nova Scotia. First of all, what's your lakefront style? What kind of lake life do you envision? Not all lakes are created equal, and what works for one buyer might not work for another. Are you into water sports? Do you love boating, fishing, water skiing? You'll need a lake that allows motorized boats and is deep enough for safe recreation. Or are you looking for that relaxing swimming spot? A sandy, gentle sloping shoreline is ideal. I had a client who would do a toe test to make sure the lake bottom wasn't mucky. Avoid rocky shores if you want a comfortable swimming experience, especially if you have kids. If you're looking for a quiet retreat away from the hustle and bustle, a smaller developed lake might be a better fit. Less boat traffic, more nature, and total relaxation. Although, if you like that campground feel, there are plenty of cottage communities that will fit that bill. Next, what to look for in the lakefront property itself. There are some major things to watch for. Older cottages versus newer cottages. A lot of lakefront cottages here in Nova Scotia are charming, but they will need some serious update. Look for signs of foundation issues, roof leaks, or outdated plumbing, especially if you plan to work remotely. And then what about year-round access? Some lakefront properties are only accessible in the summer. So if you want to live there year-round, make sure the roads are plowed in the winter and that the home is properly winterized. Next, you want to look into financing and legal consideration. Buying a lakefront property isn't quite the same as buying a residential home. There are extra hoops you have to jump through. Looking at mortgage types, if it's a property with year-round access, a foundation, and heating, it may qualify for the standard mortgage and you'd only need about 5% down. But if it's a seasonal cottage, lenders might require 20 to 35% down payment. And looking at insurance, waterfront properties tend to have higher insurance costs, log homes especially, and if they're at risk for wildfires or flooding, you got to make sure you have the proper coverage. Now, looking at property taxes and fees, some lakefront properties will have extra costs like road maintenance fees or homeowners association dues. Always check with the municipality. Now, when looking at environmental rules and regulations, did you know you can't just build a dock or modify your shoreline without permission? Nova Scotia has strict shoreline regulations to protect lakes and wetlands. You'll need permits for any major changes. Erosion and water quality assessments might be necessary also before buying. Some lakes have environmental restrictions to protect wildlife and plant life. So, is lakefront a good investment? Lakefront property can be a great investment, but it depends on a few factors. Market trends. Some lakes are in high demand while others don't see much appreciation. It's really worth checking prices in the area and speaking with local real estate agents, like me. While you're at it, you might want to check out rental potential. If you plan to rent it out when you're not using it, make sure short-term rentals are allowed in the area. Some places do have restrictions on Airbnbs. Work with local experts. Lakefront property purchases are more complicated than just regular home purchases, so don't do it alone. A real estate agent who knows waterfront properties can help you find the right spot. A lawyer can check into zoning laws and title issues just so there's no surprises before you buy. A mortgage specialist can help with financing, especially if it's a seasonal property with unique lending rules. Winterizing your cottage is a must if you're not using it year-round. And consider road maintenance. If it's a private road, who plows it in the winter? So for final thoughts, buying lakefront in Nova Scotia can be an incredible opportunity, but it takes a bit of planning to get it right. From financing to maintenance to legal considerations, doing your homework before you buy will save you a ton of headaches down the road. If you have any questions or need help finding the perfect spot, reach out. I'd love to help. I have a link in the description of some active lakefront properties if you can't wait to start looking, or a link to my buyer's wants and needs checklist to have me start looking for you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more real estate tips. This has been The Real Deal with Dawn.